Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Pub here from Pub's Place, and we're back at it with another video. I hope you're all doing great. I'm doing just about fine. Today, folks, we're here. We're on Pet Simulator 99, folks. We're enjoying the beautiful day that lays ahead of us, and that is been presented to us here by the big games, folks, in this amazing time that we have had as we near 21 hours right there of the next update, part 2 of the Dino update. We already went over the leaks for it in previous videos. Absolutely phenomenal. Folks, what am I here to bring you today? What are we here to talk about? Today, folks, we're here to talk about the loveliness of enchants and kind of the best enchants that I've been using for this Dino update and that I recommend that you should be either saving up for if you don't have them or working towards if you do. And you don't need to have the exact level of enchants I have, but you should definitely try to get close to them, because the higher level you have, the better it will work out for you. So we're kind of going to be talking about egg hatching related to that, not breakables, because right now you really want to be hatching huges and eggs and getting the best stat pets and getting the best huge chances, so you can get all that, as well as so that you can get better stat pets so you can go and break breakables, as you do need to break those mini chests to be able to get the fossil tokens, to be able to get your huge chance boosts. It's all, you know, part of the big loop, and the only way you'll be able to do that is through a lot of grinding. It does take a lot of grind, but I can tell you folks, I've gotten a load of huges from this and a lot of sort of things overall. So I can tell you, Dino wise, just to be quite clear, Dino wise, these are all my dinos. I got 2 rainbows, and then I've got 4 normals and a gold. Right, that's just from the dino side of things. I've also pulled a golden kangaroo. I've pulled an elephant from it as well. It's been an absolute, oh no, rainbow bison. I pulled a rainbow bison, but I sold that rainbow bison because I already had one. Yeah, no, this event, a lot of huges has come from it. A lot of fun and different things. Sorry, my apologies. Have come from this event overall, and you don't get that too often. The last time that I felt like we got to see something like this in an event like this was during the backroom update, folks, and the backroom update was absolutely phenomenal, to say the least, at least in my opinion. I enjoyed it a lot, and it's been a while since we had an update like that. So yes, let's get right into it. We're going to be talking about enchants, and we'll go right over to the enchant loadout I'm using, just so you guys can see. This is literally what I'm using right here. This is the one I recommend that everybody should be using at all times. You don't need a super magnet. You can put a magnet 3 there if you want the magnet thing. If you don't want a magnet there, I'd put a diamond spot. If you don't even have this open, don't worry about the spot at all. But I definitely recommend 3 lucky eggs, that if you can, right? Now, the level-wise is what I was talking about. You don't need to have the same level as me, right? Because it maxes out at 375, 372. We'll look at the stat directly here in a second, but you want to make sure, right, that you have 3 of these, right? And then you want to get huge hunters. You get 1 huge hunter for free from an achievement, and then huge hunter right now, it's pretty cheap. It's only 19 million. Now, yes, that's a lot of gems for some people, and that's a lot of grinding, of course. So with that in mind, that's why you might want to look at some of my other videos related to how you can earn gems and grind for items related to that. That might not be directly from this world, but in main worlds themselves. Since this place is very restrictive on the items besides these fossil tokens right here. But yeah, and then of course, like I said, 3 huge hunters, really helpful. These are going to boost your chance, right, by a whole lot. Now, I have this in here. This doesn't play a whole difference, right? Like, I can tell you that without that book, I get 1.3k per hit on those. And then with that book, I still get 1.3k. So the mini chest damage is limited. And you can come down here and you can kind of see the damage my pets are doing. It's all relatively like the same, besides the ones that are like a little bit more leveled up. Like, it's all within the same margins. Most of them are rainbow. Well, I should say everything in here is rainbow. Some of them are just different levels. Some of them are also just exclusives, which have static damage since they don't level up. They're always going to be, you know, like an 85% or 95 or a 90%er, which is why you might sometimes want to look at getting exclusives over huges to build up your stats a little bit more, so you can get a little more damage output out there, which is a very important thing, to say the least. But yeah, and then as well as, if I don't have this here, I sometimes will throw a diamonds there. I keep this here because it's just, I don't know, there's nothing else to really put there. Criticals doesn't really matter whenever it comes to breaking that chest over there. And my setup is mainly just built around hatching the most efficiently and chest breaking. because really chest breaking, you're not going to get any more increase from a treasure hunter or anything. None of those are giving like boosts towards the loot output of those chests directly. So like I said, focus on A catching, have a setup that's built around that. This as a count. If you don't have any of these, that's okay. You can still build like 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Like it's not a crazy thing. You don't need the pay-to-win aspect of having those extra enchant slots. It just makes it a little bit easier. It's a quality of life thing. As well as keep it in mind if you are thinking about anything Roblox-wise, if you think that you have to spend Robux to be able to achieve a lot in this game, you don't. They do make it very fair at times. It can be more difficult, which is something that I agree that is too difficult with. I know a lot of people think it needs to be a little more like free to play, less pay to win grind aspect, especially with the SpongeBob aspect of everything. I do dislike that the SpongeBob things that have come are all like the only way you can get a SpongeBob related pet is either by Jim buying it or Robux buying it with an egg. Now both are doable, but some cannot do one over the other, and that is perfectly alright, but it's just disappointing that there's no other way and they didn't like build it in. So I'm curious what they do, like I said, at the part 2 of the event. And yeah, hope you guys have kind of enjoyed this sort of review, what enchant loadout I'm using to get the most hugers, the best amount of hugers, and that's kind of what the main grind is right now, is getting those hugers and building up that pet empire. Folks, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, everyone, you keep growing your own pet empire.